themselves. Starting to move into the long area now. Leading the charge with the Mac-10. Bit of a specialist with the assaulted weaponry in this game. And Shox is in a great position here. We've seen problems caused by this position in this tournament already with a Scout. And if Luminosity start to get tagged, and despite their time and long, then they may be in trouble. Fallen getting tagged now. Smith's getting naded into oblivion here. 4 G2 players left, and they're all on the A sides.
So this is about to be quite a battle here. And already the nades starting to come in here for Luminosity to make their battle somewhat easier. But can they get those opening frags? G2 are ready and waiting. That grenade's going to miss. What? Nice jump shot coming in from Body. What else can he get? Using those barrels to great effect. And that might be enough work because now G2 have a man advantage. They're quite low though. And coldzera is cleaning them up. But Scream comes in. And it's all well. Fallen can't even get a moment to line anything up. Scream is too quick. And that is the follow-up round. The force buy working out for G2. Luminosity, they had the right idea, but they're going up against quite some powerhouses in these French players.
Ed's shot for the force buy, but on the CT side, maybe that's less favorable for them. They're going to go for it regardless, though. We've got a Scout coming out, being thrown over to none other than Fallen.
I remember when they just started kind of reinforcing their Dust 2 game, Luminosity. And we would often see them actually go for plays like this, always getting that Scout onto Fallen no matter what. And they've actually saved about $1,000 on 2 players, so they are planning ahead a little bit as well. But let's see if, how much damage they can do with what they have invested in. And you can see Fallen is going for the challenge against Smith, and he's going to hit the headshot. Smith will get buried by Fallen. And now Body's going to go for the information play with the rest of his team, but we have all of Luminosity present. And they're going to be taking the frags in. This is catastrophic so far for G2. It's all left to one man, but that is the man that you want for G2. He's got plenty of time, but only a Mac-10 and a bunch of guns have been collected, as well as the bomb for Luminosity.
FNX with a very nice angle there. Luminosity going full Sergeant Dokes on the B-bomb site. Nasty surprise there for G2, and again we trade rounds there. G2 now have a decision to make. Are they going to continue the force buy shenanigans or all day? Nope, they're going to come in for the force buy. Luminosity need to fight in numbers. They need to win the trades in this situation. They can't afford to even peek long right now. They don't have many counter flashes. In fact, they've got 1 counter flash and 3 decoys. So maybe those decoys will come into play amongst some anarchy. Only 1 smoke as well. Angle's being held while Scream tries to find out some information. Oh man, that is just ridiculous. So far so good here for G2. Again, this is game points here for the Frenchman. Throw over towards short. Not much he can do though. Shock still coming in on the flank if necessary, but Scream wants to clean up on his own. Trades both sides. Man advantage for the CT. That's going to soon go though. Fallen alone now with 20 HP. Not much he can do. G2 will take the first map.
What a result there, 16-11 after a very back and forth matchup. They are really setting the pace here against Luminosity. And
reasonably likely, once they realize that Cold is not going for the clutch play here. So G2 going to pull away from Luminosity a little bit, but again, their loss bonus is higher than it would have been if they went for that B play in the previous round. So we'll see what they choose to do. The money's not going to be spectacular by any means.
And one thing that's scary here with this hunting situation is just this, is that 2 of the 3 players on G2 who wanted to hunt, 2 of them had orbs. So actually they can stand to lose quite a lot of money if just that happens. But that's fantastic work from Body. Manages to find his way back around B, catches his opponent on the flank and picks up the orb. So the orb, I think, was saved. It's on the floor for Shox. Shox and Smith will continue with the AWPs. Actually, yeah, RPK will toss it over to Shox. And the shenanigans with the orbs will continue, but won't be orb versus orb in this round. We've got Luminosity on a save round, so a couple Deagles, or just 8 Deagles so far for them. 5-7, P250s, couple HGs, not really anything to speak of to work with.
Yeah, but this has been enough on multiple rounds here, Dan, between these 2 teams. So we'll see if Luminosity can pull back once again.
Force buy in the next round, and if the trend continues, we should see a lost round here for Luminosity.
Double orbs for the CT side. And it was really nice how they only lost 1 play there, got loads of information and cleaned up the mess of G2 players that remained in Fer. On the buy round, Fer cares not. One of the most interesting players to watch with any weapon in the game here. Up to yet more shenanigans. RPK going to get caught unawares, but Fer doesn't want to overextend this time. Scream with a pre-fire, and Fer will run straight into it. Early advantage here for G2. Pushing towards long now. There's only one player to defend there, but it's Fallen. Looking over the smoke. There's a wall of smoke's coming in there for the T side. Almost hitting the mark there, but the spray down will be real. Scream with 2 kills now.
Yeah, this is getting really bad for Luminosity. FNX will take an aggressive position by the car. They feel like they cleaned it out, and, well, they definitely have. Great Molotov forces FNX into the open. Can he escape? He gets one frag, but that's all he can do. He cannot reach the safe haven that would have been the elevator area, and it's going to be Taco now trying to equalize things. Gets the engagement, gets to perfect one-on-one, even has the edge on the timing, but RPK will be the victor of that battle, and now Cole is just in a position where he has to save the AW.
Based on the way the first half went.
Absolutely. It's been very, very nice to see how close these two teams are playing on Dust 2. Now G2 are going to be moving into tunnels pretty rapidly. Looks like they've been looking at the matchmaking playbook, but Taco is going to find himself a headshot. Shox is dead. Who else is going to fall before the bomb goes down? It looks like it's going to be a Cold who's going to fall there. And that's going to be a 4 versus 4 situation on the retake. And there is a kid on Fallen, but can Scream hold the back? Looks like he's doing a good job so far.
2 more people to find, and there's nothing but headshots coming in. Go for the burst fire, not going to work out, so Fail survives that one. Man advantage here for the T's. It's not going to be an easy retake here. Crossfire coming in from the door, Smith's jumping, and they're going to force the issue here. 3 versus 1, very smart play by G2. Now they can use those numbers against Fer as well. He's got himself 1 headshot, but he won't get any more. G2 take the pistol. What is going to be the response here from Luminosity? They can go for the force buy, but on the CT side, maybe that's less favorable for them. They're going to go for it regardless, though. We've got a scout coming out, being thrown over to none other than Fallen.
I remember when they just started kind of equipped. They know that they might do something desperate.
Look at this read from G2, putting 4 people in the B bomb site. And this is really interesting because Smith is going to have the initial angle. And often you'll find that maybe an AWPer in this situation, an AWPer is going to be on one side and everybody else will stack the other. So it might be that if there's an engagement with Smith here, Luminosity might think that Smith is the only person on the site and rush in. And then you've got RPK at close quarters, Scream as well. Lots of distractions, Body can pop up as well. And Body doing more work with the Deagles and more pistols come out. And there isn't time really for Luminosity to rotate over towards the A site. There are 20 seconds here. They're pretty much committed to the B bomb site. This could go horribly wrong, and it is. Only 2 players left now for the T side. Fallen the FNX trying to put in work, but they've got 14 seconds to plant the bomb here. 2 players left now. Pre-fire coming in from Fallen, but it's not enough. FNX is 1 Deag away. He needs to take down Scream. He's got 5 seconds to do it. The smoke fails. He's coming in for the spray. 2 seconds. He's going to get a kill here. The Glock is not enough. Scream wins an unlikely round here for G2.
That got really weird. I mean, those kills, those opening kills, they hadn't even seen Smiths yet. He was the trap. They were the bait. And eventually when Smiths actually did for Luminosity, because they got 40 seconds. But which side do they go to?
Yeah, they might get into panic mode here. It's time to gamble for the Brazilians. Man down. Scream could be over to the left. He could be over to the right. Could be in low tunnel. There could be people in mid. There are a lot of problems here for Luminosity, and they're going to need these duels to win. Cold's on the AWP. Very capable as well. Look how slow they're willing to play the clock. 20 seconds, and they need to go for the wall. For the raw peak here. Body's position is going to be crucial as well. Oh, Smiths with 2! What is that? Smiths, where is he? He's coming in from the back. And that's going to be ruined the round for Luminosity. That is a brutal double headshot here from the Frenchman.
Yeah, why not? Jumping double headshot. Thank you very much, Smiths. I'm sure Scream's going to be thanking him, because when Scream peaked, it looked like he, with the patience we were talking about all day, finally, it gave up a little bit. He peaked prematurely, but this shot, oh my God, that is ridiculous.
Stop the violence and votes. That's all I can say to that. Back and forth we go with these rounds, and Luminosity reduced to the pistols now. It's their turn. Only Taco will have Kevlar on helmet for this round. Then you can see G2 are armed to the team, so this shouldn't go well, that said.
And they're looking to build on this. They've got 3 players in middle, and Smiths, he's going to be pretty key here, because it's going to be a cross, and he hits the shot. Fer is down, and now Smiths can back away. He's done enough. He's got the information as well.
2 CTs per site. You can see the intentions from Luminosity. They're trying to fake over towards the A bomb site and then move perhaps into a B split. They have a smoke grenade on Fallen, and indeed he's deploying it now. So the true intentions perhaps being shown here. 2 players in the B bomb site. Are they going to be able to hold? Body coming out with a flashbang. 3 players there. He's going to get some damage in, not really get tagged himself. Playing the close quarters now. He's going to be susceptible to pistols there. A nice frag onto FNX though. Cold Zero coming in from the back. Smith still on the site with a USP. There's another headshot for Smith. Fallen goes down and Cold doing what he can. Down to 1 versus 2 now. Massive damage being done here by Luminosity, but can they finish off the job? 12 seconds. The bomb's not going to go down. Smith's getting loads of frags here.
Yeah, so G2 holds. They win with the force buy, hold the force buy of Luminosity. Now Luminosity have nothing that they can do. They didn't get the bomb down, so they have to save, really. It's the only sensible solution to a situation.
Once again, Cold Zero is in a strong position, though. He can do something about this. Cold Zero is going to be the key man here for the CTs.
Has to wait and allow his teammates to get in position. Maybe cause distractions so he can creep up unbeknownst to the T's. And there you go, he's buying some time, but it's not gonna work out. Shox has that second sense for it, and now FNX is against 2 players, and this is gonna be tough, but good damage done there, and it's just not impossible for FNX. He's gonna take the first man down. Just 1 more, but will the time allow him to do this as he looks for Shox? Shox is playing this perfectly, forcing a really wide peek from FNX. FNX has no idea where Shox is. He doesn't feel comfortable to go for the defuse attempt, and instead, he'll just try to save the orb, but he can't even do that. Shox is gonna deny him. And G2, 6-0.
With the Molotov down, he might have had a good chance to go for the hero play there, but maybe knowing that both players see the Molotov, he thought he would come push because maybe they both realized that situation. So the gamble
side of the map, they are starting to push towards long right now, and with 45 seconds left and seeing nothing there, they might start to wonder, is it going to be B?
Time's running out for G2 to get the bomb down, looking to play the clock slow, maybe looking for Luminosity to gamble on one of the sites, and perhaps that gamble is coming in because we have a humongous flank coming in from Luminosity, but Shox is wondering, is nobody over towards A? The bomb's still in a position to rotate, but it seems they're going to commit to the B bomb site just as the rotation is coming in back towards A for Luminosity. 15 seconds left. G2 have been very patient and it's paying off. Luminosity out of position now.
RPK's ready by Jungle, 2 quick kills, headshots as RPK lays waste to Luminosity retaking players, and that is a problem for Fur. He's 1 versus 4. And here at this first engagement already causing a lot of trouble, but he's able to pick it up. But he has no kit on him. It's a long way to run as well. That's a lot of time that's going to be burnt. So really, he's realistically unlikely to win the round, but what he can do is pick up some money. He gets some frags, the money's going to help, but he won't. He gets denied, and he has been on point so far. Can he be the star of the show here on Dust 2 for G2 as he spots the first player, and Taco loses his head presently now as Smith is expecting. He knows there is someone coming from long, but will the timing work out for Smith? Looks like Body's going to get more frags there. Another one. Now it's just down to Smith. 1 versus 2. He's got the orb. It's not the best gun for the job. It's Cold with the double to save Luminosity in this round. He will get that defuse, and Luminosity will get 11 rounds to against the 13 that G2 currently have. And from the financial perspective, G2 are in a really great place.
Double AWPs picked up once again. Very strong collection there by Luminosity, especially when they lose 3 players in that round. An expensive round for them, but then they make some of the money back by grabbing these AWPs. Cold Zero looking for Kukli Airlines, but it's closed for business today. 2 rounds between these 2 teams, both teams on the buy. Despite winning the round, Luminosity have a worse buy in terms of rifles. FAMAS coming out, limitation on their grenades. G2 with you at the moment. Cold Zero, I think he should have just spotted Shox getting into position here, and the team are going to walk in with the AWP behind them. Who's going to get first frag though? That meaty Max 7 coming in. Scream gets told to sit down, so does RPK. Fur will be the only response right now for G2.
Here goes Shox. He's got Taco there. I'm not sure if he for sure saw across there, but he might suspect it. His game sense is off the charts, and here they come. Oh, they don't realize Shox is there. First shot connects to no-scope as well. And Shox is going to decimate the remainder of Luminosity. Just Cold Zero left, and he's got that orb now. He's got a challenge as well coming in. Does he want anything to do with it? Looks like he doesn't. Going to back away there, and the bomb can safely make its way towards A, where there is Body just waiting, and Body has been having a fantastic game so far. He's actually top fragging along with Scream. And I think was it you or somebody on the desk? Somebody said Body needs to step things up. I think it was you. And well, he's done just that here in this Dust 2 match.
Indeed, Luminosity took a gamble there and it just completely annihilated the round for them. Unfortunately for Luminosity, so G2. They've made things work with less. Body holding an angle with the AWP now. And bad times are ahead. They are running the gauntlet here. 2 for 2 so far for Body. Misses the third shot. Got support as well, but he is definitely on fire. Can't put himself out in time. Scream trying to hold things down, but he's going to be the one to get edge shot. Now it's a man advantage here for Luminosity, and these nades will come in handy. Double smoke's coming out, and the bomb plant should come in soon. G2 coming in for the rotation here. Again, both players coming in from the ramp. Smith's going for the pop flash. RPK will have to put in massive work here.
RPK is ready though, he's going to get flashed in. It's on this entry, can he find anyone? No! It's down to FNX, he's going to easily deliver the frag. And Smith's trying to force his way in with the crowbar. That is the AWP, but it's not going to happen. And it's going to instead be a round for Luminosity for an 8-7 half. 8 to G2, 7 to Luminosity. This was such a back and forth half, I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, there's nothing between these two sides. Don't really have much information. Luminosity being very quiet, and Shox is going to have to try and take a gamble on which side Luminosity are playing for. Luminosity still with a player in T-spawn at the moment, so they could be going for a similar play over towards A with a very late flank from long.
It is all about to begin here, and G2 with that disadvantage. It's going to be tough for them. They have a man on Goose, and that's the key position in this kind of a play to defend with. And Smith, well, he's been good all tournament, is going to continue right here, opening things up onto Taco. Shox biding his time by Goose. Smith has to keep the pressure up. The distraction needs to be real here. And Shox goes for the spray! 2 players down, and the bomb is going to fall with them as Cold has to go for the refrag. He's going to get it, but he's alone against 2.
And he's run out of time here, and Cold will die after the clock, and the AWP is stolen. That is one of the defaults we mentioned earlier. Shox just allowing Smith to be the bait. Now, there is a smoke on the T side, commonly referred to by other teams as the Fnatic smoke, which goes on the top of ramp.
Set up like this, that they don't have almost anyone in B, it's just 1 player. It's going to be 4 players defending this push, and that's something Luminosity don't know because they didn't play the information too much. And Smith, he's going to miss the first shot. The flashes are in. There's the first connection from Smith. What else is he going to be able to find from this position? He's going in right now. He's not even playing defensive. He's got so much support. He's straight in for the defense here, but he's not quite connecting, and Luminosity is slowly getting onto that bomb plant. But there are so many CTs. Not a single one has been taken down just yet. This is absolutely mental. We got Smith there, sitting on the slope, waiting patiently for his teammates to arrive. And arrive they will. And the frags will start to come in. Fallen, push to the defense here on this crate. And he's going to get dinked here from the side. Body with the frag. And now it's going to be on Cold Zero and Fur. And Fur needs to get something done here from the flank. But it's a plan for sure. Fur is coming though, and it's just Body left. But for how long? There it is. Cold finally comes in with the AWP. And that really looks strong for the CTs.
Speaking of patience, Fur was standing outside long for ages. There were 3 CTs on long. He let them push the site. Cold Zero was just watching his back on short. He knows Fur is the money man.
All teams, I think we heard in an interview from Scream that they didn't necessarily watch demos from all teams. They focus more on their own game, but they do have a lot of familiarity with some of these teams. The Fallen's way that he plays the AWP is quite well known, but it's going to be a fast round into B. There's no time to think. Cold has to pull out his M4, but he can't do it in time. And it is a complete catastrophe on the B bomb site. G2 have full control.
Yeah, Luminosity are rotating, but maybe this is a situation where they need to save straight away, to be honest, because they're in a really bad spot. Their economy is not good to start with, and it's going to get worse. Oh, they're going for the boost up through the smoke as well. That is super smart play by G2. That's going to be a massive problem for Luminosity. Bomb not down just yet. The Brazilians biding their time, trying to contain G2 at the moment, but I can't see them committing to this retake here. Barely any damage done, and that is a perfect response. G2 know how dangerous Luminosity can be, especially with Fallen on the AWP here, and there it goes. 2 plays taken down really quickly. Everything lost here, almost, for Luminosity. Moving in the numbers, putting themselves in strong situations to trade if they come up against 1 CT, and that's reasonably likely over towards long. Again, passive positions being held by Luminosity. They're not going to have much information when G2 decide on the site. They're going to be on top of the CTs. They're going to have minimal time to respond. realizing that maybe. They're going to go for a push here, which may turn into a bit of a flank. First frag coming the way of FNX, coming in as well. Double pick for the CTs now, body to trade, but it's a man advantage here for Luminosity. They've got very nice angles as well. So a bomb plant's going to be hard. There's 20 seconds left, and there are CTs on both sides of the site. Cold Zero's position is going to be very important, and now he's the last man standing. All of a sudden, can't get a lethal frag here. 10 seconds though. Can he stop the bomb from going down? No. With a norm, he's going to be unlikely to trade. Smith's coming in from the side. Luminosity had such advantage, but it very quickly disappeared.
Yeah, that's Body and Smiths in the 2 versus whatever the hell that was. It was like the 2 versus the world. That was amazing from those 2 players, and we've actually seen them both in that position before in Dust 2, and they are able to deliver. That's crazy. You know, we've seen Shox and Scream do that time and time again, but that was, I mean, the amount of players.
They've got time on their side, but they don't have much else. G2 playing passive now, playing deep in the sites. One player over towards Toilets, but we saw the support that player has in the previous round. It was finished in exquisite style by the likes of Smith's Body and RPK. G2, a very dangerous side. So Brazilians moving over towards the A site. G2 looking for the information now. FNX gets taken down with no responses yet. Smith's close, but doesn't quite get the kill there. And there it is, Falling gets taken down. There's 1 rifle on these 3 remaining players.
It's going to be so hard. This setup is so strong. The defense seems immovable at the moment. Luminosity must break it with just 2 Tech 9s, and they're forced to go in, and they are being slaughtered. It is just Taco now, 19 health with that Tech 9, and there's too much to do and too little to do with 16-5. G2 are your ECS Season 1 champions. There it is, there's the first frag from FNX. He'll get the second as well. And now Falling can go in, but it's down to Scream. He gets the first kill, but here comes FNX! All 4 kills for FNX and the defuse. That's exactly what Luminosity needed.
A desperate round on the board for Luminosity, and still 1 player surviving. Their buy is going to be Poverty in the coming round. G2 should have a superior buy coming up. Information game played by FNX wins the important jewels for his team as well. A desperate 4th round indeed. Can they get the 5th? 2 FAM assets coming out. Double AWPs managed by Luminosity, in fact. So this is quite a reasonable buy after all. Mag 7 on Taco. Going to be looking for those close quarters. Got a reasonable amount of grenades to boot. This would be a good counter. A fast play into the bomb site when there are 2 AWPs. Taco needs to get close, and now things get interesting around the smoke, but it's a triple P coming in for G2. Fallen playing around the short position. Crossfire with Cold as well. Not going to work out. Instant headshot coming in. They're all falling down. 11-4 looks likely. FNS alone. Absolutely awesome. And I hope it continues. Look at these crazy fools. This is brilliant. So, can Luminosity get back into this match? They got 4 rounds on their favored side on their map.
On Overpass. It's
4
Overpass.
rounds.
They're supposed to be the end boss. That's how we set it up, because it's true. But looks like we're going to be getting into this, so make some noise, Wembley!
All right, it's Luminosity's turn to force the issue, but the way G2 are moving forward might be them who are the aggressors here. Shox just wants the engagements here. He wants to shoot people in the face, and he will close the distance if he has to. Look at that, 1 bullet fired. 1 man down. He may get taken down from the back though. What is Shox? Are you serious? You can't do this! No! Taco, the last man standing. Shox looking to ace the entire team. He will be denied. Taco has a great task ahead of him. They've got 4 rounds down.
Well, Shox has got 4 headshots, and Taco, he's got a lot to deal with. This is quite the mountain to climb in this round, let alone on Overpass, where they are down so many rounds.